Cricket is more than a game. It's a battle of the mind, a test of resilience, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. But while the game evolves, the essence remains the same. It's about scoring runs, testing limits, and leaving a legacy. And today, I'm here to talk about something truly fascinating: the greatest batsman of the 21st century. Now, I'm not one for handing out titles easily, but when you think about the greatest batsman of this century, it's a topic worth discussing. The truth is, every era produces its own greats, but it's what a player does within the context of their time and how they leave their mark that matters. When I played, the game was different. The wickets weren't as flat, the bowlers didn't have the same variety of deliveries, and the conditions often favored the bowlers. But what I strived for, what I always wanted, was consistency. I didn't want to just score runs. I wanted to master the art of batting. I wanted to be the player who could hold their ground no matter the conditions. And when I look at today's batsmen, I see echoes of that same desire in the best of them. Take Virat Kohli, for example. His drive to perform at the highest level, his consistency across all formats. That's the mark of a true batsman. He's transformed the game in his own way, just as I tried to do in mine. What sets Kohli apart isn't just his ability to hit centuries, it's his mindset, his mental toughness, and the way he adapts his technique to pressure situations, whether it's in the 50th over of a chase or in the tense atmosphere of a test match. That's the hallmark of a great player, knowing how to control your mind, your technique, and your emotions when everything else is falling apart. Then there's Steve Smith, a man who has a completely unique approach to batting. He's often described as unorthodox, but I see it differently. He's a master of finding his own rhythm, of understanding his own body and mind. Cricket is an individual battle, but no matter how you approach it, the key is always knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, and never being afraid to experiment, because it's in those risks that true greatness often lies. Babar Azam, a name that's quickly becoming synonymous with elegance and consistency. Watching him bat, I see a young man with a remarkable balance of technique and temperament. His ability to play with such composure under pressure reminds me of the game's greatest. Like all great batsmen, Babar has that rare gift: timing. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about placing it, understanding the game, and adapting to each situation. I've seen many talented players, but what sets him apart is his ability to control the game. Whether it's a tricky chase or setting a strong foundation in tests, in him, I see the future of cricket. And I truly believe we are witnessing the rise of a great, one who will leave his mark on the history of the game. Over my career, I spent countless hours refining my game. Every flaw, every shot that didn't work, I would analyze it, adapt it, and improve it. The secret to being great wasn't just about having a perfect technique. It was about understanding what made me tick, understanding my rhythm, and how I could turn pressure into opportunity. Now, here's the advice I'd give to the players of today. Stay true to your craft. There's no shortcut to greatness. The best don't just rely on talent alone. They put in the hard work, they stay focused on the process, and they learn from their mistakes. Don't be afraid of failure. Embrace it, because it's the best teacher you'll ever have. And the other thing? Don't forget why you're playing. Cricket is a sport of joy, of passion. When you're in the middle of the battle, when you're focused on each ball, remember it's that love of the game that pushes you forward. Who is the greatest batsman of the 21st century? It's hard to say. But what I do know is that every generation has its greats. And the players who succeed will always be those who balance their talent with hard work, their mind with their body, and their passion with purpose. Keep that in mind, and you'll go far, not just in cricket, But in life,